Hi there, my name is Mariah Altoff and I am a graphic designer who teaches other current and aspiring graphic designers the skills, tools, and confidence that they need to grow successful graphic design careers. So today I want to talk about common mistakes that I see other designers make in regards to their portfolio. As graphic designers, our portfolios are our resumes. They are the most important thing to booking your job, getting employed, whatever your end goal is. Your portfolio is what matters most. You don't need a fancy degree to become a graphic designer. You don't need fancy certifications, but you do need a strong portfolio. I don't even have a design degree, but I've been able to work with some of the largest brands in the world because I have a strong portfolio. So today I want to talk to you about the 5 biggest mistakes I see designers making in regards to their portfolio so that you can avoid them and get hired. And by the way, please don't feel bad if you're making any of these mistakes. I've made them, we've all done it. I just want you to be aware so that you can change it and get better. Okay, mistake number 1. You're not displaying the types of projects that you want to be booking. So for example, I want you to decide what types of projects you really want to be working on, what interests you the most, what types of clients do you like to work with the best, and what kinds of projects do they need or look for. If you're wanting to work with like feminine, maybe fashion brands or skincare brands or things like that, don't display like tech startup brands or whatever. Make sure what you're displaying is relevant to the audience that you're ideally wanting to work with. So identify who those people are or what those types of projects are, or even like a general aesthetic that you really love or are naturally drawn to, and curate a portfolio around that. Display projects that those employers or clients want to see examples of so that they know that you're their designer. Mistake number 2, you're displaying all of your work instead of just your best work. Let me explain. In portfolios, quality is always better than quantity. I would much rather hire a designer who has 3 to 5 projects to display that are all really strong than a designer who has like 5 really great projects but like 10 other kind of crappy projects. Please only display the projects that you feel the most confident about, that people love, that the clients loved, and that you feel really represent you as a designer. There's no need to have like a large range of repertoire or projects. I don't know if repertoire is the right word, of projects so that you can get hired. People don't care about how big your portfolio is. They care about how good your portfolio is. So only display the work that is your very best. Mistake number 3, you're not including project write-ups in your portfolio. So a lot of designers, they just display their project, but they don't give any context to what that project was, what that client wanted, what the end result was, maybe what your thought process was. And all of those things are really helpful for a future client or employer to learn more about so that they see that you've thought about the project, they see the types of decisions that you've made, they understand that you're a smart designer and not just a talented designer. Does that make sense? You could even include client testimonials from whoever you are working on this project for. If they have some good words to say about you, include that too. That's great social proof that you're wonderful to work with and that you know your stuff. Mistake number 4, you're not using project mockups. So let's talk about what mockups are. You've probably seen other designers have their work displayed in these like perfect photographs. Maybe their brochure is laid out in these beautiful layout like photographic settings, or they have a multi-page workbook that's has some photos where it's like open, like an open spread, and it just looks perfect and beautiful. When I was starting out as a designer, I thought that those graphic designers were actually getting their projects printed, laying them out, and taking beautiful photographs of them. I truly thought that. I did that myself, or I attempted to do it. It wasn't very good. However, I've since found that they use these pre-made mockups, which are Photoshop files that allow you to upload your artwork to the file. It places it in the image and makes it look as if it was printed or actually displayed in that setting. This gives your future employer or client a real life tangible look at what the projects that they need you to create for them look like in the real world. It makes it feel real, it makes them feel tangible, and it makes your work look so much more professional when they're displayed. I'm going to link below where I buy my mock-ups. They're cheap, they're affordable, and they're easy to use. So feel free to click the link below to see what the options are, but they are such a powerful tool and will completely up-level your portfolio. And mistake number 5 is that maybe you don't have a portfolio at all. I totally get that, and I've been there. It's really hard to get design experience without having design experience, right? Like, how are you supposed to have these projects made to display when you've never even worked with a client? I think it's so important to know that fake projects in your portfolio are just as valid as real client experience projects. Please don't feel bad about creating like a faux folio. That's totally fine as long as it's displaying your skill set and it's taking into consideration the types of projects you want to be working on. That's all that matters. Next week, I'm actually putting out an entire video all about how to do this, how to create these projects, where to find these projects, things like that, how to actually build your portfolio. But in the meantime, you can check that out down here if it's already made. Otherwise, I actually have the perfect resource for you. So if you're working on building, perfecting, enhancing your portfolio, I want you to take my personalized portfolio roadmap quiz down below, or you can go to mariahaltoff.com/portfolio and take the quiz there. You'll answer a few questions. It's going to personalize where you are in your portfolio journey and give you a step-by-step plan of what you need to be focusing on to implement your best, highest quality portfolio based on where you're at in your design journey. So go take that quiz. You're gonna love the results. I can't wait to hear what you get, and tag me on Instagram when you take it. Let me know what you are. Send me a DM. My username is mariahaltoff_com. Would love to see you in there, and I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much, guys.